Alright guys, welcome to the Challenger Series Cup Blue Division. My name is Canfitz, joined by Daedalus today to bring you all of today's iOS action. Daedalus, I know it's late where you are, it's late where I am, but it's time for ESL action.
Yeah, well man, I am hyped as always, and you know what, Canfitz? I'm happy to be here with you once again. It's always the top of my week when I get to cast with you.
Well, that's a very kind thing of you to say.
Well, it's the truth, darling.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, let's see who will be our special somethings here in today's tournament. We've got in our number one seed, Score Gaming, fresh off their PC Cup win, though admittedly it's a different team, but the same organisation. Zyrex and Unretired are fighting to go up against them. But who else have we got in the tournament, Daedalus?
Well, I actually don't have the bracket up. That's
oh no! And you've even got the shared screen as well.
No, I don't.
You don't?
Nope. You changed it from me, right?
Oh, how weird.
Yeah.
Huh. Strange. Okay, well, in that case, I'll fill in the blanks. So we've got Craze Gaming versus Impossible Missions Force, Great Clan, who will get a bye through the first round, and who will be facing up against the winner of Score Empire and Into the Wild. Then we have Devil Heart and Terra X, and Zodiac's family will also get a bye through. So I believe we've got, how many teams? We've got 11 teams. Yes, all 11 teams checked in from signing up earlier on. So that means we've got an extra round of competition, though some of our higher seeded teams do get a bye through that first round.
And that is true. We have Score Gaming, Craze Gaming, and Impossible Missions Force alongside Great Clan and Zodiac's family moving into the quarterfinal to begin with.
As we said, Score Empire and Into the Wild will be our feature match to start us off today. We're just waiting for the players to arrive. I think most of the Score team are here. Oh, I tell a lie. It's actually a mix of the two. While we're waiting, for any of you guys who've never been to one of these streams before, we are going to be streaming matches from this official ESL competition. The teams competing to get to that number one spot and claim not only the honour of being the top dogs, but also taking home $100 dingoes for today, as well as top seeding points for the monthly competitions. Daedalus, why would people want to get into a monthly competition?
Well, you know what, Counterfeit. Obviously, to begin with, it's all honor. If you win the monthly final, you are obviously the best team in that month. And that is quite an honorable position to be in. but of course there's also a bigger prize pool. So the prize pool, depending on whether you play in the blue cups or in the red cups, will consist of 500 euros or $500.
For Into the Wild, and let's see, for Score Empire, which, of course, guys, it's worth remembering is not the same team as Score Gaming, though I presume they're associated, being as they are certainly, well, they're certainly both from Mexico at least, but as to whether or not they're actually officially affiliated, I'm honestly not sure. I don't believe they share any actual members. Maybe we'll have to find out. Do any of you guys in the chat, if you happen to be friends of the Score Empire or Score Gaming team, know if there is an official affiliation between the two? Because, I mean, Score's been around for a long time. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see them offshoot into a second team for, you know, their up-and-coming players.
Yeah, well, I don't think they have any shared players, though. I've definitely seen Terran G around before.
Yes, that's a very familiar name. Let's have a quick look and see. So Terran G is technically, well, it's only listed as being part of the Score Empire, but yes, I'm certain you're right. Terran G's been around for a while. There's also our team manager Arcade, who's playing today, and I think perhaps Jester and Casanova, names which I've seen around. Possibly I'm Spirit as well. So I don't know. Yeah, this could be a academy team. I'll have to ask around. For now, though, guys, we will be getting started on our first ESL match in just a few minutes' time. For now, we'll just throw on the music so you got something to listen to rather than us waffling around, and we shall pick up with Into the Wild vs Score Gaming in just a few moments' time. Welcome one and all to our first ESL match of the day. Into the Wild over on the blue team at Score Empire, wearing the red. Only one of these two teams can win out this best of three and advance to the quarterfinals proper.
Yeah, and you know what, kind of it. Both these teams are teams that we know are pretty damn good. Into the Wild, they are a Japanese team, so obviously I would always give the edge over to those Japanese teams, just because we know that when they hit their highs, they are pretty damn high up, and they are definitely just smashing the competition in those instances.
Certainly Into the Wild favourites coming to this one on number 6 seed Into the Wild compared to number 11 from the relatively unproven Score Empire. I believe this, at least this incarnation of Score Empire, because I'm certain I've seen them before, but at least this version of Score Empire, this is going to be their first official tournament. Oh, actually, I take that back. This is going to be their second tournament.
Did you lie to us, man?
It was an honest mistake. So, Dealers, do you know which team it is that these two, the winner of this series, will go up against in the next round of competition?
I definitely do.
And which team is that?
Great Clan.
Okay, I thought you were just going to say it the first time round. But yes, Score Empire, I misspoke before, I misread the notes. Score Empire have played once before. In that previous tournament outing, they lost to Great Clan. So, some pride on the line for the Score Empire squad. A chance for revenge. And Terran G, we noted, a veteran of the scene leading up this relatively inexperienced squad, will perhaps be able to show them the way to revenge and great glory.
Yeah, well, so far, has found 2 kills for himself, but we'll go down right here to Into the Wild. So Terran G not looking too hot to begin with, but Into the Wild and Empire, they're just matching up here in the middle, fighting against each other and going ham. 1v1, trading kills here and there.
Here, there, and everywhere. Jester will grab one up from themselves. The support class getting a buff in the most recent update, and it's certainly been picked up pretty well by the teams. For Score Empire, I believe, well, they've changed it now. They started off with the 2 supports coming in to be able to, I assume, just get down a huge host of those med packs. But not necessarily the strongest strategy if we're talking a more run and gun style, where you might end up leaving the static med packs behind.
Yeah, and you know what, kind of fit? I kind of feel like in a game like MC5, where it's just about, as you said, run and gun, high pace action, medkits aren't exactly the most efficient tool that you can have in your inventory, because you just don't get the time to use that.
No, you're right. I think it's a very sort of specific circumstance where it's useful, but of course the support also has the ability beyond the med pack to allow for your team to resurrect if they die within a small area of you. So it's pretty good for keeping your team out in the field as long as the support stays with the other team members.
That is a good point, kind of, and definitely something that we're gonna have to keep an eye out on. But so far in this game, Score Empire actually coming out ahead pretty damn far. 6 kills in the lead. And Into the Wild, they only have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to pick this pace up, and you know what, they just lost another kill, it's now 7, and Score Empire, they're looking to build that empire, beginning right here in the round of 16.
Perhaps the chance to get some revenge over Great Clan is a strong motivator. Certainly Jester performing extremely well, does fall down though in that last exchange. Of course, we're also seeing some other less common classes in play. Sakai using the Commander along with the 7-inch shotgun. Pretty darn good against the repeated smaller shots. As Score Empire have taken up position in the back half of the map, they're trying to play things out nice and defensive with multiple deployed turrets.
I'm a big sucker for the Commander. I always love when someone brings that out, but you know what, Into the Wild, it's not looking like they're getting anything out of that, because they're still behind 6 kills overall in it. Into the Wild, they're behind that, and Square Empire, they're that far ahead with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. I don't think we're getting to 50 kills, but I do think Square Empire, they're getting everything that they need here in this game.
We might need to change our tunes in a second, though. Into the Wild are catching up a little bit. Let's see, who is it that's getting it? Sakai on that Commander cast, which has been drawing some attention from the chat because it is a pretty unusual choice. But on the streets, we're talking about when you can potentially play around a lot of very distinct choke points, and the Commander can really come and show its quality.
That is true, but I don't think that we're going to see Sakai get into that position to really utilize that Commander. So far, it seems they are fighting out in the open. But Sakai, 8-6, obviously is finding those kills, but will also be having a bad record of just trading those kills over again after he's found them.
Jester gets caught in the back and taken to pieces. We've seen this from teams quite a lot. You know, they try and set up, but getting the flank around can be devastating, as especially if the team has other concerns on the line. If they get hit from two sides at once, they almost certainly get torn to pieces. Into the wild, they're starting to catch up on Score Empire as we move into the last minute of our opening game. Score, they've looked pretty comfortable, but you know, into the wild, they could come back and steal this.
Yeah, you just need one fast push, one aggressive kill can lead into even more kills. And Score Empire, their empire isn't exactly solid quite yet. It can still just crumble and shatter to pieces into the wild. They're only 3 kills behind. And here we go, Score Empire now finding 5. Score Empire starting to build up that empire. 35 seconds left to go, Counterfeit. Will Empire be able to finish things out, or will Into the Wild just turn things around?
I think it's going to be a very tough last few moments, as every kill's going to matter. Into the Wild needs to get a clean ace here. If they're going to even equalize, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. A pick up there for Score Jester, and the rest of the squad I think puts this beyond reach for Into the Wild, but all credit to them, they did fight pretty darn hard.
They certainly did, but Score Empire, they just kept on moving forward, and whenever Into the Wild they took one step ahead, Score Empire, they said, oh, guys, we're just going to run a marathon ahead of you guys. And they were always just keeping Into the Wild at an arm's length, and it worked out well for them here in game number 1. Now, obviously, it is a best of 3, and that means that we're going to go to construction side, where Score Empire, they might end out things.
Alright guys, we shall find out what happens as Into the Wild, a surprising first game loss, but they are a team with some history in the league. And of course, we'll get into that once we come back from break. Stay tuned. We're just getting started. Loads more ESL MC5 action coming up in just a few moments' time. Welcome back everyone, our opening round of ESL competition continues as Into the Wild and Score Empire clash once again. Score took a surprising Game 1 victory, but can they do it again and get their chance to move forward to the quarterfinals and perhaps take their revenge on Great Clan?
And we're going to have to see that here now that we are on construction side kind of fit into the wild. They come off to a good start, finding 2 early kills here against the Score Empire.
Make that 4 as Zhangji just instantly cashing in that airstrike. You can see has got the combined arms core up and ready, so anytime gets the kills through, will be able to drop down that early damage. 5 kills! Zhangji is just absolutely destroying everyone. No kills for anybody else on the Into the Wild squad or Score Empire in the first minute.
Zhangji, one of the guys that we know from Re-Evolutions, is just so bloody good. And he's showing up here right now, right here on construction side, showing everyone why he is a guy that you need to respect. Coming up with 7 kills this early on definitely shows how good he is.
You do not want a 1v1 Zhangji. It's just ridiculous. I'm honestly kind of surprised that Score Empire keeps sending people out into an area where Zhangji could be by themselves, because as we've seen, 1v1, they can basically beat everybody. I really feel like Score Empire have got to start playing it more as a team game if they're going to overcome, you know, an individually absurdly good player.
Yeah, kind of fit. You're definitely right, and so far, Score Empire, they haven't found a solution to Into the Wild. Right here, now with an 8-kill lead. It's not looking good for the Score Empire, and they're just falling further and further behind.
A trade of a melee kill for another one, but yeah, Score Empire behind by 8 already is a pretty scary set of numbers. Of course, Zhangji is doing their darndest to completely warp the scoreboard around themselves. Currently rocking the Recon class, that Bosk, of course, a classic for a reason. Though Zhangji is using the Jadestone boss, and you can see they haven't unlocked actual sights for the game, for the gun yet, and though it hasn't slowed them down too much.
Well, Peter, you are a living proof of you don't need sights in MC5. You just spray and pray, and you're pretty much always successful in MC5. So Zhangji, he doesn't need that. He's learned from the best.
Well, I like to think that each one of these players learn from watching when I play on stream, and they're like, oh boy, I don't want to play like that. I must practice harder.
Well, you know what, Peter? It's good that you have a bit of self-insight, but Zhangji still wrecking everyone here on the construction site.
So, I'm definitely going to have a quick look into Zhangji's recent history, because yes, so Revolution Squad, let's see, so what's the... So we know that Into the Wild is... Actually no, well this is a good chance I need to talk about the Into the Wild history. So, we didn't actually bring this up before, but the last time that these two teams met was actually the last tournament, in which Score... sorry, I tell lie, Score Gaming, rather than Score Empire, lost out to Into the Wild, who then went on to lose to Craze Gaming. Into the Wild have traded wins with Old Glory recently, which is not something that many teams can say that they have done. So I don't know. Like, this is certainly a very different Into the Wild squad than game number 1, but maybe it's fairer to say it's just a very different Zhangji.
It certainly is, kind of fit, and now Score Empire, they have figured out that the only problem on Into the Wild is Zhangji. If you pull up the scoreboard, please, kind of fit, you can see that Zhangji is sitting at 16 kills, but also 9 deaths. He has the most amount of deaths on Into the Wild, but also the most amount of kills. And it just means that Score Empire, all they have to do is focus that guy and just gang up on him, kill him, and not allow him to do anything to your team. And, well, it's working out for Score Empire so far. They're only behind 3 kills.
Of course, for Score Empire, they only need to win one more time to get through to those quarterfinals. Let's see what the rest of the squad do, as, oh boy, we're seeing Com4s in the mix. That rocket launcher certainly has taken a big back seat to the reliability of the Slack, but still, you know, has its niche as Into the Wild will start to build up. You can see the rest of the scoreboard, while they're never reaching Shanji's heady heights, they are at least keeping up with their opposite numbers on Score Empire.
They certainly are, and that is a good look for Into the Wild, but they need to keep it up now. They have gotten past 40 kills, 9 more, and they will be done, but Score Empire, they're just at their heels, 38. 4 more kills to Score Empire, and they will be even with 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. They have plenty of time, but Score Empire, they're looking good, but oh my god! Shanji and Masao, pretty good right there, finding 2 kills early on. Sorry, late here in this game, but pushing them forward towards 50 kills.
It's very close for Into the Wild to equalize this series. EMP gonna drop onto the field and disrupt Score Empire's communications. Momosata does take a lot of damage from long range, but not quite enough. I believe able to trade that kill back from long range. We're seeing, of course, that we're getting some. Actually, you're getting pretty heavy support usage. 2 different support players for Score Empire, but for Into the Wild, Shanji's incredible performance cannot be denied. They will basically single-handedly drag Into the Wild, kicking and screaming across the finish line.
Sometimes that's all you need. You just need that star player and someone that can support him and build a foundation around him. It works out this time around for Into the Wild, but we are going to go to Vantage as our next map, and I don't think that you can pull out this trick twice in a row. You need to come up with something new, because looking over at Score Empire, Taran G and the 2 other top members, if they pull out this performance again, they could very well drag Score Empire over the finish line.
Well, the true finish will come in this next game. 1 game apiece. Best of 3 means this next game is the only one that truly matters. Guys, stay tuned, for we will have ourselves a winner. We will find out who will be going forward to face off against Great Clan in the quarterfinals. So don't go anywhere, and we shall return. Welcome back, party people. It's Into the Wild Score Empire. This game decides who stays in the tournament and who goes home, who goes on to face off against the Italian Great Clan, and who has the chance of making their way up through the tournament to take home those $100 dingoes. So, one game apiece. Let's see how the teams are laying out. Score Empire taking position on the bottom part of the map. Terran G up on the side with the shield. A bold play. Arcade looks to be on flanking duties as they move up along the far eastern side of the map. Maybe looking to get themselves a good angle across. Shanji is ready and waiting for the appearance. And yep, they're going to see them immediately and put down that covering fire. Unfortunately for Into the Wild, not able to get that first kill in for them. But Lime, instead, the one to do it from far, far away. The two teams giving each other a pretty wide berth so far. Now, Shanji has got, of course, the zoomy in power of the Cog V, but not the instant kill you would get from a sniper rifle at this kind of distance. Abderrahman, Kassur, I do apologise for my attempt at your name, but bonjour, or bonsoir, whatever you might happen to be. I don't know if it's used that way. Hope you will enjoy today's competition, as we've got Jester making their way through the lower bounds of Vantage. You can just hear the explosions raining down around. Terran G has got that shield. Oh no.
Explosions?
That's right. Explodies and kabooms.
That sounds dreadful.
Well, it's worked out pretty wonderfully for Score Empire so far. We've got Terran G with the 2 kills. Arcade with 2 kills of their own as well. You can hear the gunfire off in the distance. Neither team have kind of, really engaged with each other face to face, but Score Empire is certainly thriving in this keep away style of play.
You know what, kind of it? I think as long as Score Empire they keep a lid on Terran G, then sorry, not Terran G, Shanji. There's a big difference to the two guys, but they are pretty closely named to each other. But as long as they keep a lid on Shanji, who's absolutely popped off in game number 2, I feel like they have the right idea. But once again, Shanji just goes for the big fight, gets that support, and now it's 9-11. Score Empire, you need to keep it up, man.
Raven Anime over on Twitch, welcome. You are just in time to see this last game between Into the Wild and Score Empire. Only one will survive. Into the Wild, they've been behind for a while, but now they've managed to get face to face with Score Empire. It's a very different story from the distance domination that Score Empire were able to rely on before.
Well, Score Empire, we know that they are a team that are better. Their sum is better than their parts, basically, kind of it. So they work together pretty well as a team, but they don't have like the flashy players. They're not the Shanji with like 5 different Shanjis on there. They all are Terran G, who are veterans and work pretty well together. But no one is going to get 20 kills like Shanji.
I think it's a very unique capacity to be able to do that. I mean, Shanji, even in this game, they themselves aren't able to match their previous record. It's 18 kills apiece. Being asked if I speak French on Facebook. Nope. I don't even know how to say I don't speak French. Je ne pas français? I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
That is embarrassing.
Well, I'll tell you what's not embarrassing. That shot from Jester across all the Vantage. Man, they're using the shred up against a sniper rifle, and they still managed to out-snipe one of the best players on Into the Wild.
Well, Confit, you know what? I feel like this game is pretty even, and I'm not lying. It's 21-20 with 2 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. The two teams, they are so evenly matched, and I honestly would love to see a best of 5 right here between these two teams, because I feel like it could swing both ways if we went to all 5 games. But right now, Into the Wild, they're looking like the team that have the most amount of steam going into this late game, going into the last stretch. And Score Empire, they're starting to crumble, which is not what you want to see from a team that could potentially go into a quarterfinal match.
I'm quite glad that Shanji has switched across the DBS because, as you know, I feel like this is a little bit harsh to say, but the fact that Shanji, as good as the players they are, was using an unupgraded weapon in an incredibly important game didn't smack us of somebody who was taking this as seriously as it should be taken. I mean, right now, Shanji, 8-6 doesn't compare remotely to the previous time round. I think Into the Wild are kind of lucky that Score Empire haven't managed to pick up a similarly strong performance on their side.
They certainly have, but you know what kind of things are slowing down Score Empire. They know how close this game is, but they have the pressure on them. 2 kills is what they are missing right now to even out things. And right here, we're looking at Jester. He is looking over towards Into the Wild, but Into the Wild, they're all inside the same building. And they're ready to shoot down some of these Empire players. So once they come moving in, Score Empire could be in a world of trouble, or at least in a wall of pain, as they're probably going to be just met by a lot of bullets.
Well, this is a very bold play from Score Empire as they managed to snipe off a kill. So Score Empire, they're only playing with 4 players, but they're the ones who've decided to split up their team across the entire map and try and hit from multiple angles. This is tough to pull off for a 5-person team, let alone for one at a numbers disadvantage. This is such an important game. 20 seconds left to play. Score Empire, they're behind by 2. Make that 1, make that 2 again. Edge grabs one more. This could be it. Ducking away, looking for that final kill. Dandy, and one more comes through. Score Empire, the equalizer is there. Are we going to overtime? We are.
Ooh, kind of fit. Now it's going down to the wire. 2 teams. Now, Score Empire down to 3 members. Same goes for Into the Wild. This is actually going to get very, very close and very, very messy. Score Empire, they could do this. But the 2 teams, they're just keeping at each other's bay. They're not going to move over there. And for Score Empire, they have the chance to flank around if they want to, but they need to be careful moving out, because obviously there's going to be snipers out there ready to cut them down.
Oh boy, that was such an important grenade from Jester to take out Into the Wild. Shanji gets the sniper kill across. Now we're in overtime. Not the map, but the part of play. There's no respawn, so snipers very, very effective. I think I must have been that Into the Wild realized that they had the numbers advantage over Score Empire and rushed in, allowing for that double grenade kill.
But kind of 2 members are left here for Score Empire, and they're flanking around. Arcade and Dandy coming in from behind. So Into the Wild, they could be caught in a very bad position if they don't cover the flank. But Masuo, he's keeping an eye out. Just running a bit right here, making some noise, trying to scare away the Score Empire members. Arcade
manages to get the long range hit off. So this is the big advantage that Score Empire have over Into the Wild, is that Score have still got a standing sniper, which means they have access to the evil eye, and they can see through walls. For Into the Wild, they have got 2 heavies, which means they have no idea what direction Score Empire could be coming at them from. If Score just transition to the other side of the map, which they've got the time to do, there's no timer in overtime, then they, the 2 members of Into the Wild, they are definitely not going to be looking in one direction.
They certainly aren't kind of it, and I feel like we could be in for a very long one right here. So, get Alice in Wonderland ready, because we might end up reading from that once again, as Score Empire and Into Wild, they're looking to finish out things here, round it out, make sure that Into the Wild or Score Empire, depending on which side you're on, will not be advancing to the quarterfinal.
Okay, so this is what I expected. Initially I was like, why is Score firing their guns from down there in the corner? It's because, as far as Into the Wild are concerned, Score Empire are still down there. They don't have a way to check if they've left. All they know is that they haven't fired back at them for a while. So if Score Empire can just go around the side and flank into the world, they can look 2 directions, but there's 3 directions they can be approached from. From the bottom, from the top, and across Vantage as well. Through the middle.
You lost me at all those directions, Peter. That is too advanced for me. I just want to... Oh my... Whoa.
There we
nice.
go.
That's a nice headshot. Masuo, hold on now, and he switches over to the shotgun. He knows that he's not going to beat them in a long range scenario. He needs to pull out something that can deal with them very close up.
I don't know about this though. I mean, was mentioned, even if Masuo did hold on to that sniper rifle, they still wouldn't have the evil eye. They still don't know where Score Empire are coming from. They may have an inkling. Certainly looks like Score are just going to run straight at. This is the mistake that Into the Wild made before, though. Just because you've got more members doesn't mean you can definitely win out. Especially if Masuo with a shotgun... Oh, never mind. Arcade gets the final kill through, and Score Empire, they get their chance of revenge. They're going to the quarterfinals, and Into the Wild are going home.
Now that means the Score Empire, they're going to match up against Great Clan here in our one of the lower quarterfinals, and kind of it. I feel like, again, and I have to say this, just because Into the Wild and Score Empire, if that had been a best of 5, I would have been so hyped, because these 2 teams, they were so close. We had a game that was completely dominated by Into the Wild. We had a close game right here. And Score Empire showing what team play can do in game number 1.
A very, very well played. An incredibly close series. An incredibly close match to end out our first encounter. So guys, while we get ready for our next game, we want to bring you guys onto stream. So let me just get everything changed over. So all of the games today are being done on iOS. If you excuse the PC indicator down the bottom. So, dealers, I think we should start off with a free-for-all. But what map should it take place upon?
Ooh, let's go to... I feel like a good scramble.
Alright. Don't have to free for alls on Scramble too often. So guys, if you're new to the stream, you'll need tier 7 and below weapons, tier 3 and below armor, just like the guys in ESL. If you want to take part in our community games today and show off your skills live on stream. We'll throw out the global chat invites as well, just to get us filled up. And if you add me as a friend, I will incessantly spam you with invites during the streams. So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, well, that's what friends are for.
So let's see. Oh, what's being said in French? Alright, so I did get the translation. Je ne parle pas français. There we go. I do not speak French. What is being said in French? I do not understand what Peter and his friends say. It's a shame. Oh. That was Je ne comprends pas. Wait, Elisa?
Minuit 52 minutes et 4 secondes, je ne comprends pas ce que dit Peter et son ami, c'est bien dommage.
Maybe that should be our next goal.
What's that? Just learn French?
Yeah, to cast in French.
Well, I mean, I guess it could happen. I know that, we've got some mutual friends who do cast in different languages. I really respect people who can do that, because it's not...
Hey man, I do that.
Wait, you're not English?
No,
I heard you're an up-and-coming UK caster.
Yeah, a few years ago. Well, you know what? I actually cast in Danish as well.
Oh man, well maybe if Abderrahmane Kassoa, man, that's a tricky name, doesn't speak English, perhaps they speak Danish. You never know. Maybe you could send them some Danish greetings?
Well, it's not like Danish and French are anything like each other.
Well, fine.
I feel like they're pretty far apart.
I guess I'll just have to do it. Let's see. How do you say that?
Hi, hi.
Hi. Apparently that's hello.
Yes. You are 100% correct.
Let's see.
Jeg kan lide katte.
Oh man, everything immediately. I tried to type in Jeg kan lide
Jeg kan lide katte.
I like you.
Katie.
What are you trying to...
I'm trying to say I like cats, but the words are very different than I'd expect.
Jeg kan lide katte.
Well, I never. Okay, I think that should be enough to get us started, guys. We'll just be going to break now, but you guys can, of course, play during the break live on stream. So come and join in. ESL123 on the global chat invite. All will work all the way through. Let's see. I'll just wait for these last players to actually join, and then we'll get this one started. There we go. Cool. We'll see you guys on the other side. Welcome one and all to the start of the quarterfinals. Score Empire have earned their way here through a brutal playoff against their opponents Into the Wild in the first round of 16. Now Score Empire, they get their chance for revenge on the Italian Great Clan squad, who come in today as our number 3 seed.
Well, you know what, Counterfeit, they also get a chance to move into the semi-final, and Score Empire, they would love to do that. But as you say, it is revenge against Great Clan, and it has to start there. It has to start with Score Empire showing that they can actually beat this team.
Rooftops, always a dramatic place for an opening match, as our other quarterfinals are going on at the moment. Impossible Missions Force has already made its way through to the first semi-final spot, the South Korean representatives. As you said, the semi-finals will get filled up through these next few matches. Right now, though, a pretty even start to proceedings, 6-5. Let's see, not Swash, the one to watch so far, at least, for Great Clan.
4 kills and 1 death. Looking pretty damn hot here with a sniper rifle. We'll pick up another one. The BSW doing work here for not Swash. And coming in with a pretty cool camo on top of it all.
Hey man, it's all about looking as swag as possible. So let's check in with our players a little bit. So remember from before, Jester did some real nice stuff with the shred, though this time round has yet to find a kill for the Rose. Swash is just dominating, very similar to Zhangji before, rocking a huge amount. In fact, basically, yeah, he's literally half of the Great Clan's kills so far. But we've seen Score Empire, they have managed to recover against a single strong opposing player.
Yeah, well, Score Empire, they're gonna have to figure out how to deal with that. Last time around, it took them an entire game, and we are here on Rooftops to begin with, so they are definitely gonna have to figure it out in the next game, as we're gonna be heading over to Vantage, and it's only a best of 3, so they have their backs against the wall going into the next game. Not Smash, now at 9 kills, need 1 more, and he will be at 10, and he will only have died once, but he goes down right here to Spirit. So Score Empire, they find the 8th kill, but damn if they aren't far behind right now against Great Clan.
Yes, thoughts of revenge might be far from the Score Empire's minds. Thoughts instead perhaps turning to merely survival at this point. Great Clan are just absolutely blowing up here. Dragon as well as Swatch with some real impressive numbers already. We can see using the Glutton along with those armor packs of the Commander just to rock up with some serious health bars. Good grenade work will make the rooftops hard, the top of the rooftops rather, hard for Score Empire to even stay up on.
Ooh. Dragon comes out, finds kill with a sort of shotgun. 27-12. Score Empire so far behind. It's 15 kills right now in Great Clan. They're looking unstoppable. The revenge that you were talking about, Counterfeit. I'm not quite sure we're going to see that, at least here in game number 1. As Score Empire, their empire looks to be built out of a paper card house. A card house, because right now, Great Clan, they're completely styling on their opponents.
Yes, well, it's a shame we're not in the museum, because you could certainly call Score Empire the Pharaohs. Their empire certainly seeming to be built on sand right now. Bear in mind, guys, that this Score Empire is not the same team as Score Gaming, who are in another quarterfinal against Unretired at the moment. So, any of you guys who've just come into the stream and are like saying, but where is all my favourite Score players? Don't worry, they're still here for now, but they'll have to get past Impossible Missions Force to make it to the finals.
And that is going to be one hell of a task, Counterfeit. So, let's see if that is a possibility once we move further towards the semifinals and the grand finals. Right now, it's all about Great Clan and Score Empire, and things are slowing down a bit here, but Score Empire still miles behind their opponents. Great Clan, 13 kills will not smash you. definitely the big star player for Great Clan. But we also have Dragon with 9 kills. He's not that far behind, and he is helping to build that foundation that you need around your star player.
It's got to be disappointing for Score Empire. I'd have to imagine they had some pretty big plans coming into this game, but right now it just feels like they are being outclassed by Great Clan. And yeah, there's a reason why Great Clan came in as a number 3 seed. They've been around for a while. They've accomplished some pretty serious business. And that's actually, looking back through their recent history, Great Clan have been cut out of the tournaments relatively early by some of our top teams like Old Glory and Craze Gaming recently. So I suspect as much as Score Empire have an axe to grind, Great Clan have also got something to prove.
That could certainly be the case, kind of feeling now. Score Empire, they're starting to catch back up to Great Clan. We've seen this before, where they didn't lose that game, but just being able to catch up, being able to adapt on the fly is a great quality that you need here in these top teams. And for Score Empire, it could mean that game number 2 could swing into their favor if they can adapt once again to how to and figure out how to deal with Nutsvashi and Draken.
Yeah, all credit to Score Empire. You're right, we've seen them fight from behind before, but for Great Clan, it could be a little bit too much with so little time left on the clock. Score Empire need a lot more kills. I think at this point they might just have to settle for... Oh, well, I don't think that result was going to change whatever happened. But we will await final confirmation between the Score Empire and the Great Clan. Well, I don't think there was literally enough time to get Great Clan enough kills back in. But for now, guys, we will inform you as soon as we know which team won out that one. For now, though, we'll be getting ready for the second game, whoever won, between Great Clan and Score Empire. Stay tuned, and we'll be back shortly. Welcome back, friends from across the planet. Score Empire's big dreams of taking down the Great Clan seem to be turning to ashes in their mouth. But we've seen the Empire come back before. Then they came back in game 1, but just not enough to overcome the Great Clan.
Why in their mouth, kind of it?
That's where things turn to ashes in.
In their mouth?
Yeah, have you not heard that phrase?
I'm thinking of like the mouth where you eat.
That is the main mouth Bumble uses, yes.
I've never heard that. No, I've never heard that phrase before.
I believe it's from. I believe the sort of host phrase, as it were, is food turning to ashes in a person's mouth.
Well,
Probably from mythology. It sounds a mythological thing, and we are seeing a Great Clan trying to write their own story here. Swatch, certainly a legendary performance in the previous game, has also started up this one with a strong bit of storytelling.
It's 4-4, kind of it. Score Empire. If they have a thing to say about it, they don't want their empire to turn to ashes. But Notchfash is definitely the guy you need to deal with. He looked absolutely dominating in game number 1. Sorry, looked absolutely dominant, rather, in game number 1. And Square Empire, they have shown in the past that they know how to deal with a guy who's completely popping off. But they also have shown that they can fall prey if they play too cocky. And I feel like that is what we're seeing right now. Not giving too much respect over to Great Clan, who with a very good ash strike comes 5 kills up.
Well, Spirit will pick up some return kills for Score Empire, as destructive as that last piece of military support was. Dragon, of course, remember as well, along with Swatch, was able to pull out some pretty serious numbers. Looks like they'll be doing the same again, a kind of double star, a twin star, perhaps, for the Great Clan. A little constellation in the night sky of MC5 ESL. For Score, they're relying heavily on Spirit's performance, but it's Frank who snuck through our radar, much as they snuck through Scores, and they are picking themselves up a serious amount of kills as well.
For Score, they are relying a bit extra on Spirit right now, as they are unfortunately down a man, so they definitely need to keep this up and keep even. But Notchfash and Frank looking pretty damn hot right now. Notchfash finding 2 kills in a quick succession, and suddenly they're up 10 kills against their opponents.
This could be a very short berth for Score Empire in the quarterfinal stages. You said before, Great Clan beat them out before. It's looking more and more likely with each passing moment that history so recently formed will be repeating itself here before our very eyes.
28-13, kind of it. Before our eyes, the Score Empire is crumbling to ashes in the mouth. Apparently, if that is something that happens, and Score Empire, the empire that they never even built up, not looking too shabby.
They have gotten back their 5th member, but I think the damage is done. Score Empire behind by 16, officially doubled up on by Great Clan with just over 3 minutes remaining. Score, they can save it if they pull off an amazing second half, but it's going to be a massive uphill struggle.
It certainly is, and for Score Empire, it's just looking like an uphill struggle that they're not ready to take on. Because Score Empire, they looked good in the later half of the first game. But here in this game, they're not looking that good. They're not looking like a team that could contend for that semi-final spot.
Yeah, Legend Killer, I think there is a lot of pressure being put on to Score Empire as they are spawning in. Quit challenging if losing that angle. Yeah, for Score Empire, I think there has been a distinct degree of banging their heads against the wall that Great Clan, the Great Wall of Great Clan, that they've been throwing up so far. I don't, honestly, it doesn't feel like Score Empire have managed to pivot at all to a different approach in this game. They've just been throwing themselves bodily at Great Clan, and at least in that last exchange it worked, but time has run out. That missing 5th member, I think, cost Score Empire whatever chance they did have of saving this series.
Yeah, Score Empire never even stepped up to the plate against Great Clan, and Great Clan, they're just gonna finish out things 2-0 after 2 incredible performances, taking it all the way to the 2-0, and now that's gonna be them moving into the semifinal. In the lower part of the bracket, that is where they're either going to be meeting up against Terra X or Zodiac's family.
So guys, all credit to Frank, who managed to actually equal the score of Dragon. Of course, not Swatch with only a single death. That's pretty crazy numbers, but we need you guys once more to take your place on our stream. ESL123 or the global chat invite, we're going to get a team battle set up. Deedless, from whence shall this team battle spring?
Let's go to the rooftops.
Alright, 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 alright. Let's get it on. Yes, Legend Killer in the YouTube chat, thank you for your thoughts on the game. That was some good insight. I think Hunter has already gone to sleep because he's another person we can rely on for some good stuff. But if any of you guys have any, basically any thoughts on the game, we'd love to hear from you. It's always good to get you guys' opinions on what you think the teams are doing well and badly, because we're just two humble folk. We don't have as many brains as you guys have all put together.
Wait, we have brains?
If only I hit a blade. Legend Killer flaming score on iOS. Well. I think it's one thing to, to criticize Score Empire, who did do pretty well against Into the Wild, who are a decent team. I mean, Great Clan were definitely better. We've got a chance to see Score Games, as we said before, currently in their quarterfinal against Unretired. There's a very good chance we'll get to see them versus Impossible Missions Force just a little bit later on. And we'll have to see, Legend Killer, if you are correct. So, Deedless, if you were an ESL player, and you could play like Swash did.
Yes.
And as a reward for your aptitude, is that the opposite of ineptitude? I don't know. It doesn't seem like a real word.
You're talking to someone who doesn't speak native English.
Aptitude. I guess it would be maybe aptitude? I don't know. Someone who's just as good as Swatch was there. What pose would you choose if you could choose any pose at the end of the game on the score screen to demonstrate your superiority?
I would always dab. I've been told that the young people nowadays, they dab. So I think that's probably what you would want to do.
Oh, well, I don't know. Let us know, chat. Is dabbing still a thing? We're definitely not very in touch with what's going on. Legend Killer, if it was possible you bring an Android team that would beat any iOS team, why, Legend Killer? Those some fighting words. Because at some point there is going to be a merge between iOS and Android, so you will be able to do that eventually. I think there's been some technical hurdles, or unexpected technical hurdles, which have prevented that so far. So we're kind of hoping it would happen a while ago. But hopefully it will be soon, and you can test your Metal Legend Killer. Now the guys will be headed to break. When we return, more MC5 for your perusal, and we shall see how far the Great Clan can go. Welcome back, everyone. A very strong showing from the red team. I think they kind of outnumbered the blues there just a little bit. Ooh. Oh yeah. Well, we had some Avengers. We had Dior as well. Why, it's some exciting names, Deedless. But do you know what time it is?
It is adventure time!
That's right. Come on, bring your friends. We're going into a distant land of Battle Royals?
Battle Royals.
Battle Royals.
What happens at Battle Royals?
Well, if people queue in right now, maybe they can come and join us for some gigantic free-for-all action. You know, back when I was a young nipper, they would call... Honestly, having this many people in one game would technically be called a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. Well, apart from the role-playing part.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Peter, you are, an entire century older than me?
That's true. I do predate written history.
Well, you're from the time where, dinosaurs lived, right?
The time where land forgot?
Where dinosaurs existed.
Oh man, I was reading about dinosaurs today. They're pretty crazy. How about them feathers?
Man, I think dinosaurs are definitely crazy. I wouldn't want to meet one in a dark alley.
Now, Doodless, have you heard of the idea that two species can have the same characteristic? For example, there's several creatures that actually look like turtles, but weren't actually related to each other.
No.
It's called convergent evolution, where you have, because of a particular evolutionary niche, like being able to survive in a certain situation, it just kind of makes sense to have a certain kind of setup. In this case, oh wait a sec, where does this go? Huh. I did not know that this didn't used to go anywhere.
Yeah, well, that was introduced with the update.
Neat. But yeah, so there's actually a lot of examples of animals, like historical animals, and I guess nowadays animals, they're perhaps not to the same extent. I think it's more something you see over history, is that things kind of evolve the same stuff, so it looks like they should be related, but they're actually not. Alright, so let's go for the center bit, because that's usually in the Institute a pretty good place to pick up weapons and or kill the person who picked up the weapons. Case in point.
Also, guys, notice how Peter does name down his sights.
Hey,
he does need to, because he's so good. And he found a busk.
That's because it's Bosk time.
It is busk time. Nice.
Right, who can we find to give the old dose of a bit... Oh, hello. I think I see a taker.
Kill them, shoot them, destroy them.
One speed boost? One speed boost? What a lousy looter they were. Why were they picking a fight with anyone if they only had a pistol, eh? Aye! What a bunch of silliness.
I don't know, maybe because you never aimed down your sights. They were like, hey, I can do this.
They think they'd heard of me by reputation.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a reputation to consider. Will there ever be a tournament for Modern Combat Versus, Jackson? Well, so Modern Combat Versus is done by a different Gameloft company. So they're both called Gameloft, but they're actually just completely separate companies from each other. So they do share a social media channel, so you are in the right place. But we don't... Oh, hello. But we don't have any information about what their plans are as far as tournaments and things. You're definitely not the first person to ask about Modern Combat Versus tournaments because, yeah, there's a lot of Modern Combat Versus fans. Someone was looking for something moving the cans here at Gaming 7.
Mr. Confid, we do have a code for our semifinal Zodiac's family versus Great Clan.
Well, what perfect timing. The Great Clan, fresh off their victoire against Score Empire, now go up against a very tough opponent in the semi-finals. I think Great Clan might have actually directly lost against Zodiac's family recently. Let's just test out that passkey. If it's working, we shall jump into the pre-game lobby and get ourselves ready for our first semi-final of the day.
Yay!
So, Needless, a great chance for me to teach you some stuff which I don't really know myself. So,
okay, hit me up, man.
If you're going to say, we'll be right back,
and
maybe Hero Gaming Simon, who I think actually speaks Spanish, can you correct me if I'm getting this wrong, but it's volveremos. Volveremos. Say this with me. Volveremos.
Do I have to?
Yes!
Wolverine.
Not Wolverine. Volveremos.
Evolve Amos.
Alright, we'll just go with that. Volveremos en. En.
Volveremos in.
Seguida. Seguida.
Wolverine in Skeeters.
He successfully identified the comedic route, which is just to get it wrong in the right quantity of wrong, so you can still recognize what it is the person's trying to say, but it's definitely still wrong. So well done, sir. Well done.
Hey man, I tried.
And that is, we'll be right back. So, while the teams get ready, and I think it won't be long, volveremos enseguida. We'll be right back. Hello friends, it's time for our first semifinals. Great Clan representing Italy against the Zodiac's family, the Japanese representatives.
Now Great Clan, they very heartily beated their opponents in their quarterfinal. 2-0, it was Score Empire, and now they take on a whole different beast. It is Zodiac's family, also a team known to winning tournaments in the MC5 community. So for Great Clan, they definitely have a task ahead of them.
Last time the Zodiac's family played, they were knocked out by Impossible Missions Force. Now IMF are on the other side of the bracket, squaring up for the winner of Score Gaming versus Unretired. Now Great Clan could just be a speed bump, but of course, we know with Not Swatch and the rest of the squad, they've been performing extremely well so far, and they're honestly an eye-opening start to the semi-finals as Great Clan take a commanding lead.
I definitely didn't expect to see this coming out from Great Clan. 11-5 counterfeit. That is surprising. Now 12-5, taking a Japanese squad. This, handling a Japanese squad rather this well in the beginning of a game is honestly something you don't see every day in the MC5 games.
No, not at all. This is honestly really surprising. Zodiac's family, yeah, they've been around for a very long time. To be fair, Great Clan have as well, but I think the Great Clan seem to have found themselves a new lease of life. 2 players, the Great Clan, who have yet to die 2 minutes in, but have also picked up an enormous amount of kills. Frank is also keeping up with those triple 5s on the scoreline. Real impressive stuff so far from Great Clan. And Zodiac's family, they're barely out of the gate just now, hitting 10 of their own.
But I'm so happy that you highlight the amount of kills on Great Clan Counterfeit, because I feel like having 4 people getting 5 kills is way more impressive than having one guy get 20 kills. It just means that your team is on point, that they are able to work together to protect each other and find kills, and that they can be dominating and can keep it up over time with us being nearly 3 minutes into the game. I just find it very, very impressive.
Yeah, for good reason. It's honestly, it's almost a class in how to play MC5 right now from Great Clan. They're just putting so much pressure down on the Zodiac's family. Of course, we know that Zodiac's, they've gotten as far as they have through so many tournaments because of being an extremely solid team. So I think if Great Clan ever let up on the pressure throughout this match, Zodiac's will find a way back in, much as we almost at times saw that happen in previous rounds.
I certainly would expect them to do so, but Great Clan, they're not giving up the pressure, they're not relieving giving Zodiacs a single chance to make a comeback with a 17 kill lead. Great Clan, they're looking pretty damn good and looking like they're ready to just finish out things.
MIT, of course, we've seen them around the place very many times before, has been a team-saving player. This time around, at least in this first game, it just doesn't seem like the Zodiac's family. It seems like they might actually be beyond saving here. As 42 kills for Great Clan as we close in on 3 minutes remaining. This first game, for a place in the grand finals, isn't even close.
Oh, it really isn't. And if Great Clan, they can come up with this performance in game number 2, then Counterfeit, I don't feel like we're going to see Zodiac's family in the grand final. Then Great Clan, they're just going to move in there very easily and probably take on Impossible Missions Force, who are currently battling it out against Score Gaming in the upper semi-final.
For a second, I could say MIT was the only person with a even KDA for Zodiac's family, but this game just seems to have gotten a million miles away from the Zodiacs. An uncharacteristic, almost rolling over of them by the Great Clan, but perhaps this is Great Clan's chance to prove themselves. As you said, they've had some pretty rough tournaments recently, going up against eventual tournament winners in the opening rounds. But that's what happens sometimes. If you get unlucky, and this happens a lot when a team is new, they will go up against incredibly good teams immediately. And getting through that, and to the point where Great Clan are right now, where they can actually, be competitive through more of the tournament, is a journey that's very much worth taking.
Yep. And I am looking forward to going on another journey Counterfeit to see how game number 2 is going to pan out, because Zodiac's family, they are 20 kills behind here at the end of game number 1, and that's not a good look for a team who are currently in the top 4 of teams here in this one tournament.
Yes. Guys, stay tuned. We will have at least one more game between these two. If it says one-sided as it was last time, we could be in for a very short semis. But keep your eyes out. And of course, Legend Killer, try to call out all of our iOS teams. Do appreciate a little bit of fire in your belly. We shall have to find out what happens once we do get those servers merged. But for now, we're headed to break, and we'll be back shortly with the continuation of our first semi-finals. Welcome back everyone, Great Clan and Zodiac's family at each other once again. The semi-finals seems like it's headed on a pretty one-sided path as Great Clan dominated game 1.
And if they can keep that up, kind of it, we should be done with the series in just a matter of like 10 seconds. A snap with your fingers, because Great Clan, they were ahead by 20 kills at the end of game number 1, and that is unusual, especially in a semi-final.
A strong start for the Zodiac's family could signal a change of fortunes, however. This is a new game, a new day. And while Zodiac's family, I'm sure, will have been rocked by Great Clan's performance in the first game, Dumbo is pulling off some really good grenade tosses so far. I think it's gotten 3 kills out of those 3 assault grenades.
Yeah, that is definitely looking good for Zodiac's family, and they are off to a better start here in game number 2. But only with a 2-kill lead. Great Clan, they're gonna be charging ahead pretty fast if they get that chance, but Canada will find a kill right there before going down, before being traded over from Subway, and suddenly 2 kills from Great Clan puts them even.
Very, very close. Gregory Thompson, Danny King on Facebook. Welcome back to the stream. Just in time to see the continuation of our semi-finals between Great Clan and Zodiac's family. Great Clan really did impress in game number 1. The Zodiac's family, they're a team that have been used to operating under pressure. And thanks to a very strong performance from Dumbo in particular, alongside team captain Canada, maybe, just maybe, Zodiac's family could be hinting at a game 3 to come.
They need every point that they can find right now, because they have their backs against the wall. They are down 1 game against Great Clan, and that's not a position you want to find yourself in a semi-final. But if you are at that position, you need to show up, and you need to give it your everything. And right now, that is what Zodiac's family, they are doing.
Let's take a look. So, yeah, for Great Clan, they've yet to really find their outstanding player, apart from maybe Subway. 3-1 so far, as 2 more kills come in. Great Clan fighting from behind here with that 1 game in pocket. You know that it's going to count for naught. It's such a huge difference here between Great Clan taking the win here, as Subway, right place, right time, able to spot out Zodiac's family transitioning, shoots them in the spine, and might even turn it into a triple as they go up 1 versus 2. Back up from the rest of the Great Clans. The BSWs glow bright in the close quarters. But ultimately, the Zodiac's family hold their ground.
But honestly, Counterfeit, Zodiac's family, they're only ahead by 2 kills, and this is not as dominant and as convincing as game number 1 from Great Clan. Again, I need to stress it, 20 kills at the end of that game. It's unusual. It's crazy. And Great Clan, they are just miles ahead when they are dominating.
You mentioned for MIT before, one of the players for Zodiac's family and any team that they play on that can be relied on when the pressure has mounted up. Marcel, over on YouTube, if you love the BSW, you're not the only one. But fortunately, we have got not just BSWs, but a fair amount of other weaponry in the field. It does seem like people are going for the BSW over the Imp, certainly in this game. And it's working pretty well for both sides of the equation.
It is, but Great Clan, they're still yet to find that lead. So even though we're hyping them up and we're talking about that they are a strong team, we're still needing to see them pull ahead here in game number 2. And to round out things, as Zodiac's family, they still keep them at an arm's length and keep them at bay.
Dumbo, definitely the hero that Zodiac's family needed in this game. Really good numbers so far. I can see MIT and Canada both, rocking up with some decent kills, but the same amount of deaths means that really this whole game is swinging on Dumbo's performance. I don't think anyone else has actually gotten a significantly positive KDA. No, it's just that. So Subway versus Dumbo, they've got almost the same score. And while Subway's been picking up the kills, I think maybe just not the teams themselves. You can see they're almost the same score on the two leading players. It's actually the rest of the team's performances that needs to step up from Great Clan if they're going to succeed.
But more often than not, you don't need more than one star player, and that is what we're seeing right now from Zodiac's family. Just one star player, Dumbo, stepping it up and pulling in the kills for his team. It's working for them, and that's all that they need. Just one thing going in their favor.
Zodiac's family, they've managed to pull away from Great Clan once again, which is pretty impressive. It looked to be like a game that Great Clan were going to bring back for themselves. There's still time. But right now, Zodiac's family, they're doing a pretty good job of finishing off. Put those last nails in the coffin. MIT keeps the numbers trending upwards. But again, it's going to be Subway and it's going to be Dumbo where the real difference makers for this game.
But kind of it, I feel like we can rule this game to an end. And that means that we're going to go to a third game. That's going to be on the rooftops. And it is going to be my favorite map deciding this series.
Now, King, thanks for dropping by the stream. I imagine we'll be going for another hour or two if you have some time later on. But thank you for participating today. But yeah, Zodiac's family, they've done it with a 13 kill advantage. They will tie up the series. And that's what we expect from our semi-finals. They should be pretty darn competitive. And the only things that are going to be more competitive will be the grand finals themselves. See here, Dumbo, again, performing extremely well. For Subway, they were almost the same score as Dumbo for a long time. But towards the end, they just couldn't quite keep up. So, guys, stay tuned. Our third and deciding game between Zodiac's family and Great Clan. The semi-finals concludes after this break. Welcome back, everyone. It's time for Great Clan and Zodiac's family to clash one last time for that place in the Grand Finals. Rooftops, our destination. And Zodiac's family looked pretty darn good in the previous game. So, let's see what we've got for us on the table to start with. Dragon with a pretty solid start with the commander. Oof, and a Frank as well. I think Swash doing some decent work there with the SMG. And Frank, there we go, using the heavy.
Did you unmute me yet?
Never muted you in the first place.
Ah, nice. Well, guys, Peter told me that he would mute me because he thought I was being irritating. So, now you know what happens in our pause.
Oh, I just thought you'd forgotten how to speak. Wow.
No, I was waiting for you to unmute me. Anyway.
Why would you know if I'd unmuted you or not?
What do I know? Anyway, Great Clan, Zodiac's family, Great Clan, 1. And Zodiac's family, 1. 11 to 8. Yay!
Thank you for the update there. So, alright, let's have a gander at who's getting those points. It's Dragon and Frank, not Swash, who is doing pretty well this time round, as Great Clan kind of doing an mostly upstairs focused strategy. As Dragon manages to actually absorb that grenade pretty much on their shield, down to 70%, but still gets a kill through. Some pretty impressive play from Great Clan as they try and salvage their fortunes. Wasn't a strong showing from Great Clan in the previous game.
No, it certainly wasn't, but now they're showing up, and now this is the Great Clan that we saw in game number 1. They're quick, they are unrelenting, and they just continue to go here against Zodiac's family, finding kills and getting closer to a 10-kill lead.
So Zodiacs will find the hoof on the other foot this time round. Let's see. So Dumbo, they were the standout player from last time round. Absolutely amazing play with the grenades. Really just eye-watering stuff. Managing to land grenade after grenade, pitch perfectly. This time round though, 5 and 4, that's not the best place for your top scorer to be. Dragon has really taken flight as Frank runs up the stairs and runs over Zodiac's family's attempt at offense.
Now you know what, Counterfeit. Right here and right now, it all comes down to this game for the two teams. Zodiac's family, they need to win this to go into the grand final. Same goes for Great Clan, and right now Zodiac's family, they are finding themselves with 8 kills behind. They have an 8-kill deficit. It's not good. Canada now making that a 6-kill deficit, but still, for Great Clan, being this far up means the world to this team, and definitely means that they should be able to move quite easily into the grand final, unless Zodiac's family, they have a thing to say about that, because remember, they need to win this to go into the grand final.
So the halfway mark has been flown past. Great Clan looking very, very good here despite some individually strong plays from the Zodiac's family's members. It's a bloodbath in the center of the map as everyone slams into one another. MIT within a very unsurprising 4 and 10 score. I think perhaps we're just reflecting that Zodiac's family, they have not found their feet in the slightest, and they are being swept away by the Great Clan tide.
They certainly are. Now Great Clan, they are past 40 kills and they're ready to move into the grand final. 7 more, and then Zodiac's family, they will have fallen here in our semi-final. Can Great Clan do it? They just need 6 more, Counterfeit.
You're right, with the way this game has gone, I don't see how Zodiac's family come back into this, which is honestly astonishing, based on how well they played out that last map. Canada and the rest will attempt to at least go down fighting, but it's Great Clan who will rise up to the finals with the Italian squad. as they managed to break their first and second round losing streak and get a chance to not only get further through the tournament, but potentially even take it all.
Congratulations to Great Clan. Now, who are going to meet in our grand final? We don't know quite yet. It's either Score Gaming or Impossible Missions Force, but if they play like they did in game number 1 and game number 3, then I think they could take the entire grand final.
And Not Swash and Dragon, both of them 13 and 4. Real impressive. But guys, now we're between series. We want you back on stream once again. I think we'll go for another... Let's go for a team battle. Then maybe come back to a free-for-all if we get the chance. So, dealers, where are we gonna land for what could easily be our last community game of the day?
Well, you know what, Peter? I have made the choice the last 2 times. Now I think you should get a choice.
Are you calling me a two-timer, huh? Well, in
No,
that case...
I'm just giving you the chance to pick a map.
You're calling me a two-timer, then it's overtime! Let's do it! ESL 123 or the global chat invite, both will bring you into this paradise known as Community Games live on stream. Let's get the invite out. Just aim God from our friends, but hopefully we'll make some new friends. Maybe we'll make them as friends on the battlefield.
Nice.
Dumbo iOS, definitely not happy with the result there. We'd ask you guys, if you do want to speak to admins about any results, then to please contact them directly. The YouTube chat or the Facebook chat is very much not the venue for that kind of discussion. It's Nagi and Voltrex. I want to say Voltrex? I think it's probably Voltrex. That's if I had a name like that, I would definitely put an X in the end. Old Man and Subway, welcome, welcome. We'll get you guys started as we gear up for... Well, we don't know yet. It could be the other semi-finals, it could be the grand finals, but either way, it'll be MC5. Stay tuned, guys, and we shall return. Enjoy the community game. Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations to the Blues and Voltrex, I want to say. I'm ESL. Well, congratulations on being ESL.
That is quite a feat in itself,
60,
I must say.
60 seconds actually did pretty well for themselves. 12-2 with apparently quite a bad ping. So there you go. Hoorah! We are awaiting our grand finals to begin. But guys, if you'd like to join in, oops, that's the wrong battle royale screen, then do come and join me before I shall take to the battlefield myself. I'm not quite crazy enough to join in one of these free-for-alls or team battles because I've seen how well it works out before. But on Battle Royale, you get a lot more opportunities to shoot people in the back of the head when they can't fight back.
Man, that sounds a bit sadistic.
Well, I think it's rather humane.
To shoot people in the back of their head?
Sure. I mean, yeah, if I can get shot, I'd rather be shot in the back of the head than be like, you know, the front of the toes.
Sure. I think so.
So, actually, that's a good question, which I'll open up to the chat. I'm pretty sure that YOLO isn't a thing anymore. Let's ask Google: is YOLO a thing? Is YOLO still a thing? That's a Google question. Lifehack.org say, here's why YOLO is no longer relevant today. I mean, I just haven't heard people using it for ages. But I don't know what the equivalent would be. Maybe there's just periods of time where you don't have to deal with people saying exactly the same thing over and over again.
I don't know. I'm not that hip anymore. I'm not young anymore.
Well, welcome to the inevitable tumble towards the grave. But at least in MC5 you can take some people with you.
Wow, that sounds sadistic again, my dude. Why are you being like this, Peter?
I've always been like this.
Oh no.
Alright, let's drop where the action is the hottest, of course. Marcel, thank you for the well wishes and thank you for dropping by the stream. Hope to see you again sometime. We will be back at 4 o'clock UK time tomorrow, which is about 13 hours from now, I want to say. For our final tournament of the weekend. Alright, let's grab some stuff. I think that this is... It feels like it's probably better to go straight downstairs because people are nearly always there grabbing the weapon straight away. Whereas people don't really bother about the stuff upstairs. Ooh, good lateral movement there from them. Too bad it wasn't good enough. Wait, what were they getting down here if they weren't picking up a weapon? Oh well, we're out of ammo, so back up to pistols, I suppose.
Nice. Peter, you're doing pretty well for yourself. You have 1 kill already.
Yes, I do. Ah, pants. I think we probably just need to leave. Okay, let's nick someone else's gun.
Well, run away. And
man,
run and jump.
I have never been so long without any kind of weaponry. Well, at least not any weaponry that's got any ammo in it. Oh, phew. Alright. We've still got a pretty terrible SMG, in fact probably the worst SMG. But, hey, if we kill some people... Oh. We can take that stuff. Ugh. What's with that person just behind them?
I don't know. Kill them. Shoot them.
Ugh. For goodness grief.
Just kill them already.
Okay, I think we literally killed everybody here. Because
Nice.
apparently they were all up for a fight.
Nice. I am so proud of you, Peter.
Thanks. I am proud of me too.
You ought to be.
Alright, we really need to find a health pack before we really consider fighting anybody else, because we're just going to get killed straight away otherwise. Alright. Well, we got a good amount of kills. A lot of those were just from people who just never picked up a weapon, much like we had not picked up a weapon for quite some time. I don't know if we've actually run out of potential health packs. We didn't exactly pick up that many of them, but... Oh, hello. Have they seen us? Okay. Whew. Well, at least we got some armor? Maybe we should actually put some attachments on here. Go for a longer scope, because we don't actually have any other weapons. And we're still on basic... Oh, great. Ah, brilliant. So that's enough to get us started with, or at least not on, like, no health at all. So hopefully we can just kill someone else and take their stuff. Unfortunately, everybody we've killed has had, like, nothing.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate.
There's enough worth having over here? No, not really. Okay, well, we've got one good gun, which I suppose is, like, okay. We've got no health packs at all, so I'm really hoping we can kill somebody who doesn't get a chance to use all of theirs while we're fighting them. How do we get out of here? I think this way? Man, this place needs some more clearly marked exits. It really does.
Yeah, well... What can you do?
Learn where the exits are, I suppose.
Yep.
Alright, speed boost. I have a feeling every time I come across the exit from this place, I always just be like, oh, wait, that's where the exit is? And then I forget about it immediately because it's not exactly clearly marked. It feels like this should be the exit here, but it's not. That's somebody shooting outside. We need to get out of here. I have a feeling it's gonna be somewhere like it's like an optical illusion or something somewhere. Or am I just being really dumb? The blues is
I think that might be the case.
Well, if you can see where the exit is, please free or more than free to tell me about it. But I would have thought there would be an exit there, but it just isn't.
Probably outside.
Well, I mean, previously I've had to just sort of run all the way out the other way just because I can't find any freaking exit.
I don't know.
But wait, what? Is there someone just upstairs somewhere? Yes, they've got some health packs. And they've also got a better sniper rifle.
Nice. That means you're alive now.
I am alive.
Congratulations.
Oh, and there's also another person over here. Excellent. I think this is where they went? Or did I just hallucinate them? I don't know, either way around it, we can at least get out of here. That's worth picking up. Man, yeah, it's a long way through the radiation field. I'm glad at least got our health back. I think I can see the edge of it. Maybe this person has got some more health packs. Nope. Okay. And we know where our last opposition is as well, on the edge of that circle. In which case, we maybe don't even need to get there. Wait, where'd they go? Oh, they are. Okay, we've got absolutely nothing in the way of equipment. So probably going to need to get the drop on them. Or we're just going to get nailed.
Oh no.
Or we can just run directly at them and hope they just aren't paying attention. Alright, well, here's hoping they're looking the other direction. Yep, they were. Ah! Man. Hi. Well, that was a lot of work. But yeah, that's my first turkey breakfast. Sorry, my third turkey breakfast of the day. It's a good day to be a battle royale. But guys, it's not all about me, or is it? Let's get another game going. Dealers, let's throw together something a little bit more unusual.
Capture the flag.
Alright, but it has to be on
The canals.
a different map than the canals. Because we always do it on the canals.
Rooftops then.
Rooftops? Alright, let's give it a try. I have a feeling that's not a very good capture flag map, but let's see. Not because necessarily it's like bad gameplay, just because I seem to remember it ending really quickly. But let's give it a go. I think maybe if we get a few more people in, then it will hopefully tie up the flag a bit better than it would otherwise. So ESL 123, come and join us for some capture the flag during the break. We are waiting on our grand finals to begin. We'll of course be putting out those invites all over the place. Gamer Pro, welcome, welcome. Please do come and play with us if you are an iOS player. Aim God, your time is here. Come and show us what you're made of. And Hero Gaming Simon, thank you for helping out with the chat as well. Viana Benito. Everybody. I think that means welcome, but I can't remember.
You could also just say hello.
Well, yeah, I want to say hello in as many different languages as I can muster, which in this case is 2. Or I guess 1 extra. Izanagi, welcome, welcome. I forgot you as a friend. Let's add you as a friend. Old man? Hey, you can
Hey man,
join
don't
the old
call
clan.
me an old. Don't call me an old man.
Hey, old dog. Here's some new tricks for you. I already have a lot there.
Are you calling me a dog now?
An old dog. Like a shaggy dog story. Actually, are you familiar with that phrase?
Nope.
It's kind of a weird one. I think it's really fallen out of usage. I think it's like, I feel like it's distinctly something from a couple of generations ago. Well, at least from where I'm sitting. Like, a Shaggy Dog story is basically a long and winding story, which is effectively just a form of troll, where the story doesn't really have a point. It just goes on forever, and then it just ends. It actually exists in Game of Thrones as well. There's a character who has a dog called Shaggy Dog, and
but I've never seen Game of Thrones.
You don't need to. Just that one of the characters literally has a dog called Shaggy Dog, and their story is generally accepted to be a Shaggy Dog story, as in it doesn't have any ultimate point.
Okay.
So if we can just grab a couple more people, BTW and Riot, welcome, welcome. Let's see if we can... I kind of figure about 3 on each side is about right. Great, I'm ESL, welcome back. So one more is going to do it. Yeah, I think about 3 on each side will keep the flag from just being stolen immediately and having the game be over straight away.
Yeah, I think you're right. So one more, guys, and then we can get started. And you guys will have some more entertainment on the stream. And you won't have to listen that much to Peter and I.
Oh gosh. I'd say that's a downside.
That's definitely an upside.
Well, you say potato, and I say potato. Alright, Avango, welcome, welcome. We'll throw out one more chat invite, and then we'll get things started. So guys, enjoy the community game, and we should have more MC5 for you after the break. Welcome back, one and all. The grand finals is here. Score Gaming versus Great Clan. Two teams on a mission.
Yeah, the two teams that want to win this grand final contest. It is the best of today's tournament. Great Clan versus Score Gaming. And we're starting all things out here on the streets.
The Great Clans, you said, they've struggled to get past the first round of the tournament for quite some time, so this is their best performance for a while for Score Gaming. They've had some pretty high points, but also some low lows as well. Also another team who have not made it too far into tournaments recently, so whoever wins out here, it will be their first win for quite some time.
It certainly will be, Peter. So there's just a bit more on the line for the two teams here today. We are fighting for the lion's share of $100. Obviously, the team winning will get the $100 completely, and the team losing will only get go 4 points to move into the monthly finals. Now, Great Clan, they are looking pretty damn hot here to begin with. It's 18-12, so they have a 4-kill lead, and Score Gaming, they would love to have that 4-kill lead for themselves, but it is just Great Clan who are looking way better so far.
A very strong opener for the Italian team. Let's find out who's causing that dream to happen. It's Dragon. We saw them take flight for Great Clan before. The commander definitely seems to be the standout, at least the standout of the unexpected classes of the competition. We're seeing teams bring out multiple commanders at times, but at least one for most maps and most lineups. And it just seems to be performing way above expectations.
The commanders are definitely coming out today, showing what they can do. But same goes for Great Clan and their snipers. Subway has been a consistent performer for Great Clan in the games here today, and is showing up once again. You can see that if you open up the scoreboard config, please, then you can see that Subway is finding quite a lot of kills. 4-4. It's not the best one, but it is still a fairly high amount of kills when you then look over to the lowest the player with the least amount of kills, rather, on the side of Score Gaming at 2.
Well, Panchito is leading up the Score Gaming lineup at the moment. I think the two top leaders, yes, again, are very, very similar between the two. The difference, again, not coming from their top performing players as impressive as both Panchito and Dragon are, but from the lower ranked players and the generally better score of Great Clan. But it's a close thing. This best of 5 could easily swing back into a first game Score Gaming victory if Danny continues to step up for the team.
Danny, as you said, right here, should be the guy you look towards to step up for. His team is hunting for those kills, but not finding any kind of it. And that is, well, a big problem when you are looking towards him to help your team out. Dragon finds yet another kill, now at 13 here with this commander. Looking pretty damn good, but will be able to find even more? No, he will go down. But Great Clan, 3 more, and then we're done with the first game here. 3 more, and we will be moving on to our next map, which will be on the construction site.
A pretty compelling first game for the Great Clan. Very nicely done. It looked like Score Gaming might catch up for a good chunk of that last game, but ultimately a 10-kill advantage is enough to give Great Clan a commanding presence. Let's have a look. Not Swash, we saw them from before. Very similar score to Dragon, so both of them really carrying the squad through there, and between them, outstripping Score Gaming by a considerable margin. Guys, our grand finals is only just getting started, so stay tuned. Score Gaming versus Great Clan, round 2 of a potential 5, coming up after the break. welcome back, friends. Great finals, great clan, score gaming, score finals. Let's get it on for game 2.
Great Clan, they're 1-up here in the grand final. It's a best of 5, and Great Clan, they just need one more to be on match point, tournament point kind of fit. And, well, with the way that they were playing in their semi-final and in game number 1 of this grand final, I don't think it's going to be that much of a task for them to take the last few games here in this grand final. Already up 4 kills.
Yeah, very strong start for the Italians, rocking the blue this time around. But Score Gaming have fired back more or less in kind. Aldo Vasquez had some delicious fried chicken. Oh boy, I could go for some of that. Sounds pretty good. But we've got ourselves at least some hot and spicy action here on the construction site, as I'm kind of surprised that Score Gaming, after looking pretty tough for them in game 1, and now got the lead in game 2.
Yeah, it's 9-10 Score Gaming. They're definitely not allowing Great Clan to develop a lead without a fight. But we must also say that Great Clan, they are keeping up with Score Gaming.
Dragon's going to be looking for those grenade ricochets across the wall to try and place them correctly. I think just going for the good old spread does ultimately end up with a kill, but let's find out who's rocking the numbers. So it's DL1. DL1. I don't think I've seen them before.
Well, for Great Clan, the guy rocking numbers over on them is once again Dragon. So he is the old reliable. But yeah, I must admit, confid that for Great Clan, for Score Gaming rather, I don't think I've seen DL1 before either. But nonetheless, if he is a guy who's good enough to step it up to carry his team, well, then Score Gaming, they are certainly not unhappy about that.
Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job so far, as King Gum attacks, or just Gum attacks to their pals, owner of Score Gaming on the field for this all-important match. Great Clan, 5 behind Score, and a lot of that's thanks to strong performances from Panchito, Gum attacks, and from current Score leader, New Blood, DL1.
Ooh, Great Clan, 2 quick kills there, make that 3 kills. Now it's 24 to 26, 27, 28. Score Gaming finding a few kills here. It's a very fast-paced game. It's a very bloody game. We're only 3 minutes into the game, and there is only 20 kills left to go here between Score Gaming and Great Clan. They don't need a lot more kills, and now Great Clan finally even with Score Gaming. So kind of this could now tip in the both favors of the teams.
Yeah, a very, very close game number 2. Let's see what else the teams have got for us, as they're both tangoing at the back half of the map. The close range firepower seems to be favoring Score, as Rodrigo picking up a lot of kills there in that last exchange, rocking the old grey imp. Score Gaming, they've cleared out the center of the map. Great Clan are stacking up for an attempt to sneak up the side, but this feels like a risky proposition for Great Clan to go to where Score Gaming are the strongest.
It certainly is. Score Gaming right now just hiding inside that building. Throw some grenades in there, weaken them up before you go for the fight. But that's not what they're doing. And Score Gaming, they're just being allowed to completely control this middle settlement. But Great Clan, they're coming in, finding kills, 38 to 38. It's so close. But Great Clan, they finally have the lead for the first time here in this game. It's 41 to 38.
Yeah, Dragon leading the charge there. That shield's almost, but not quite impenetrable. Extremely close as we come towards the final part of the game. There's still so much time left on the clock for the teams. Their time is short indeed. The 50 kills are just moments away, and I think it could easily come down to a single kill separating the two teams.
And now Score Gaming, they're pulling out in the open. They don't want to be inside the house anymore. Now they want to be the ones to come in and make that fast push. But 2 minutes left to go. The teams, they have plenty of time to play around with. Great Clan and Score Gaming, however, they are just even. And kind of it, I'm sure the two teams, they just want to go ham.
Both of them looking for those small advantages, as you can see. DL1 sneaking around the side, looking for that target. You know that evil eye. It's going to give them the right shot through. They get the shot, and they run away. For Score Gaming, that puts them ahead. Now Great Clan are forced to break out. We have got Frank on the back. We'll go for the 1v1, but gets dropped. And it could be now Score Gaming's game. It's still close enough. Danny gets one back. 2 more will do it.
Oh, 2 kills for Great Clan. They're not out of it yet. 47 to 48, kind of it.
Garmatax is charging around. Desperation from both sides here. One more fight's going to do it. And Great Clan, just like that, they snap themselves the last few kills. And now they stand triumphant. Or almost triumphant. 2-0. 1 game away from calling themselves our champions.
Oh my god, they just find 4 kills out of nowhere, kind of it, and they finish this game too. Now they are on championship point, and they need 1 more game to round out things. We're going to Vantage, and now Score Gaming, they need to win every game in order to actually make their comeback.
Well, it looked like for a long time there that Great Clan were going to be overcome by Score Gaming in that last game, so if it keeps getting closer, then I think we could have a series on our hands. But guys, we shall return in 7 minutes or less for what could be the last game. Great Clan, Score Gaming, one more time. We'll see you in a few minutes. Welcome back, guys. We're waiting on our third and potentially final game between Great Clan and Score Gaming. Just to kill a little bit of time, we're going to jump out onto the Battle Royale battlefield. And of course, if you join quick, then you can join us. And hopefully, like so many people from the stream before, jump on our heads and kill us.
Well, Peter, I'm not playing, so it's only going to be you who's going to die.
Well, that's something to look forward to.
Yeah. Have fun.
Oh, I will. I will.
I hope you will. Because that's what I'm asking of you.
Of course, do throw up a yellow. Actually, let's go throw up a look behind you. I don't think people really tend to use the chat very much, so if anyone puts anything in the chat, I tend to assume they're from the stream. Oh, actually, hello, hold the phone. We've actually got a pass key for our next game, so we shall not spend any more time on this and get ourselves to business. Score Gaming versus Great Clan. It's currently 2-0 in favour of the Great Clan. We shall see if Score Gaming have got anything left in the tank. I think the players are just joining in, so once we get into lobby, we will take a micro break, and once the players are ready to go, we'll kick off for the match point game of our grand finals. See you guys in a few moments' time. Welcome back, gentle friends, one and all. Great Clan and Score Gaming. 2 games in Score against Score Gaming. 2 games for Great Clan. 1 more chance for Score Gaming.
Score Gaming, they have their backs against the wall kind of it. And now is the time that they need to figure out how to deal with Great Clan. There's literally no time left, and it's right now. They're down 2 games, and they need to win the next 3 in order to make their comeback happen.
Yes, now is the winter of Score Gaming's discontent. 1 more chance. Not Swash definitely has been the attention grabber for Great Clan, but they've had several incredibly strong performances for Score Gaming. They've shown great tenacity and willingness to stick it out in the face of some pretty unrelenting opposition from the Great Clan. I honestly don't know. I think this could be a very close game, but I think a lot of it's going to be on how the teams actually approach the game itself.
Yeah, we have to admit as well that we've been on the streets and we've been on construction side, and both those maps are fairly close packed. It's not a big map, but here on Vantage the map is much bigger. It opens up for a lot of different playstyles where you can use SMGs, shotguns and snipers, and they can all work as well, all of them here on this map. Whereas on streets and construction side, you usually see those short to mid-range weapons come out, and they just completely dominate that or those 2 maps.
Some pretty brutal short-range fighting ultimately leaves the Great Clan ahead, but it's very darn close as Notswatch steps up and performs for the squad. Frank and Issa N both doing well as well. Team leader and owner Gomatax for the Score Gaming side, their toughest contender at the moment, but where there are 2 high scorers for the Great Clan, Gomatax is more or less standing alone. Rodrigo, their closest in terms of numbers, has also got more deaths than they have kills, so Gomatax is going to need to step forward. Manages to catch up from the back, but immediately gets taken down in return by the explosive power of Great Clan.
Great Clan, they do have a 4-kill lead, make that 3. Score Gaming did find a quick kill, but still, we're 3 minutes into the game count filling. Great Clan, they're up again here in this grand final. Score Gaming, they haven't found an answer yet, and time is running out. Now is the time to find that answer, but they are not getting closer to it.
8 kills ahead now for Great Clan, certainly giving us every impression that they are going to focus down on making this a clean sweep of Score. As we said, only the top place team, which is certainly seeming to be Great Clan, will get to take home any prize money from today. But still at stake, both of these teams, whoever finishes out here, will get the most seeding points, but both finalists will get almost guaranteed tickets to the monthly finals, where those $500 or 500 euros will be on the line.
Getting to the monthly final is obviously the end goal for these 2 teams, and Score Gaming and Great Clan, I feel like they are more or less guaranteed to get their kind of it, and they might be able to get their revenge then, but today Great Clan, they're going to be reigning supreme, and they're going to be taking this grand final in a 3-0 fashion. They're not going to give Score Gaming a single chance of making that comeback.
Close range fighting, Score Gaming taking their kills where they can, but they are in very short supply. Score Gaming, they've only really got 1 more major fight left in them before this is done. Score Gaming, they are closing in on the 40 kill marks, but Great Clan are inching ever closer to 50.
3 more and they will be done. Great Clan, they're so close to taking, absolutely taste it right here. And there's not going to be anyone to stop them. Score Gaming, they need to catch up now, and that's going to be so unlikely with Great Clan just needing 1 more kill. This grand final is over, and we can call Great Clan our victors of today.
Very well done. A whole 3-0. And a great redemption for a great clan as they managed to stamp their authority on the tournament. Let's take a look at those final numbers. And it is ultimately going to be that star player, not Swish, who came in and made waves. Very much the catalyst for Great Clan to take the grand finals, especially in that last game. Guys, if you have not already, then please do give Modern Combat a follow on whatever platform you happen to be watching on, be it YouTube, Facebook, Mobcrush, Twitch, or in fact anywhere else. For now, Daedalus, my co-caster, where would people find you on the intertubes?
Well, you can always find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at DaedalusCasts with an S at the end.
And you can find my good self, Counterfeit Cast, in the same place. Our thanks to Soldier Girl, Aviator Featured, and to Hunter, and I don't know if Big Gorillas had a chance to step up yet, but I'm sure they soon will. Our ESL admins, running everything behind the scenes and making sure today's tournament could happen at all. We of course salute to them and to all you fine viewers for dropping by and enjoying, or at least hopefully enjoying, today's competition. We will be seeing you guys tomorrow in approximately 12.5 hours time for our final iOS tournament of the weekend. So guys, hope you've enjoyed and we'll see you there.